Welcome back to 1010's Podcast. My name is Michael Beck with Adam Nielsen and Mr. Robbie Veerhout. What's happening?
Well, not much. What's going on with you, man?
You should be way more excited,
I'm super
Robbie.
pumped.
You should be super pumped.
We have to have this conversation like every week.
Why
other.
Why are you super pumped, Robbie? No, there's a reason. There's a rhyme and a reason for this. Why are you super pumped, Robbie?
Oh, because there's a video on YouTube.
There is a video on YouTube.
It's got my rice burner on it, and it's awesome.
Your rice burner with your V8.
It's good. It's good that you've accepted that role and you've embraced it.
I've never denied it. Never.
There's nothing wrong with that. Then
I like my car.
I like your car too.
People seem to like it.
I like
People
your car
like
too.
your car.
So
I think it is less ricey now for sure, though.
I would
definitely
imagine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it makes V8 noises. It's difficult to be riced.
Now
it's not because I've seen plenty of riced out Mustangs and Camaros.
They're generally V6s, but yeah, I'm with
but
you.
I've seen plenty of that aren't.
Yeah.
So anyway, I think the video went really well.
I think so too.
I think you did a nice job with it.
For being our first one, we learned a lot. I think.
I think we can be open and honest with people.
I'll be transparent. I don't give a shit. But we didn't really. We all had a different idea of kind of what we were doing. We all showed up like, let's take these shots, and then like basically got ran out of the place we were shooting. And then we went home, and it's like, well, I got to reshoot half of this because we're missing half the shots I need. And then we didn't have any recordings, so it just turned into this whole thing. So it took longer than what I think it'll do in the future, but
it took a lot longer than...
It was a good learning experience. I learned a lot about the editing stuff I want to use moving forward, how to get action shots. Those turned out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah. What cameras to use and when and what makes sense. And so,
stuff I can get away with in editing, stuff I don't want to try getting away with, stuff that we got to get right the first time.
Yep. And we didn't even know what we wanted for shots when we went out there.
We're just like, let's just film the car.
Let's just wing it and see what happens.
It's a feature vehicle. How hard could it be?
It's harder than I thought it was going to be. And I have somewhat of a background in video, and it was still harder than I thought. But the next one should be like a million times easier.
It should cut the time in half.
Because I didn't know.
That's what I was going to ask. You think you'll take half? Because I had nothing to do with any of the editing or shooting because I have way too much going on in my personal life. So
I think it'll...
Want to get into it?
I have a kid. I don't know what else to tell you. I'm trying to be an involved parent.
I understand.
That's very difficult.
I don't understand, but
to be an involved parent and do all these other things I want to do. So
you want to do hood rat stuff with your friends. I get it.
But I try not to do too much of it because I want to be a good dad.
Fine.
You should teach your kid to be a responsible hood rat, I think is what he's saying.
He's not quite at the age where I can do hood rat things with him yet. Maybe next year.
Those are usually the things that like the wife/mother says, stop, don't do that.
Generally speaking, whenever Katie tells me not to do something, I continue on my merry way.
That's what I figured.
So it's whatever.
But I think it came together pretty well. So appreciate Thomas from TR Medium. He was there shooting at least for one day.
It was very helpful, and
that was good because he's got a lot of experience in YouTube. So you can probably tell the stuff that he shot versus the stuff that we shot.
Why you gotta say that? My shots aren't
I'm
that
including
bad.
myself in that group. He does it He does it every day though.
I watched it 3 times last night, and I couldn't tell you which ones are his and which ones are yours.
Oh, okay.
That's good.
That is good.
I think because I had no clue coming into watching it. I didn't know what we were getting ourselves into. So
shooting from
sometimes it's kind of nice to not be involved in those things
and then just see what happens.
Just to like be able to watch it as it is and not knowing what you guys put into it and being able to tell you if I can see those things or not. Because you're always more critical about it when you know that it's there. But if you don't know that it's there, there's a good chance you won't see it.
Yeah, to me, it's the worst video ever made because I can look at it and go,
"Oh God, what was that?
I did that wrong.
What was that?
That's bad. That's a bad transition.
Yep.
Oh, that's terrible.
I don't know.
That's probably why it took so long. Is because every time I would do something, I'd render it and then be like, well, there's a split-second mistake that I made that no one else will notice, but I know it's there. It's like a scratch on a car.
Does the average person know what it takes to make a video? Would they have a clue?
Maybe.
I mean, I knew what it was going to take, and it was still
I've been doing skate videos since forever, so I mean, there's a handful of videos that I made in college, but those are much more slapdick than this one. I just threw it together, and it's like, well, here's a video, here's music
cuts, and everything's all on one channel, and you just kind of cut it together, and off you go. Do some transitions, maybe.
A lot of that stuff, you either get the shot or you don't. There's a decent number of times where you don't get a second
second go at it.
Yeah, like some of the tricks I was doing, I bet I've only landed them 2 or 3 times in my life. So,
or you don't want to go back, especially if you're doing street skating stuff and you're like really going balls to the wall. You don't want to do it twice.
Or the cops told you if you come back again, you're getting arrested. You get the shot and you leave.
I've never been told that.
No.
Never. Law abiding.
I have never broken the law.
Every time you see one of those no skating signs, yes.
You mean abide. You mean the one hanging in my garage?
Yeah. Is that real?
It's real.
Oh, it is.
You know what they really don't like is I don't remember what town I was in, but there was one that said no rollerblading, and rollerblade is a brand.
Ah,
true.
And cops don't like technicalities.
Inline skating.
Actually, sir, these are rims.
I wasn't rollerblading. These are inline.
We're going in the car now. Okay, all right.
Yeah, they don't find that funny. I don't know what their deal is.
No.
So
fair enough. So you should go to the YouTube channel and subscribe.
Check it out.
We were just talking about when we're going to do our next one. We wanted to get through that one before we try to take on another one. So it might be a little while before we.
Yeah, it turns out we have a bunch of stuff going on in May and June. So
yeah, it's like race season too.
And it doesn't suck because
and
it's
there's
awesome,
like a festival or some shit that's coming up in June. I don't know what that's about.
We
but
might just skip that. Though. We don't even know.
There's no way. I am skipping.
If I have
that
to
is
sleep
Robbie's fucking paradise.
If I have to sleep,
that is my highlight of the year.
If I'm sleeping in a tent, I'm fucking skipping. I'll be at work.
Wrong. You'll be there. We'll all be there.
I can respect your not wanting to sleep in a tent thing. I can. We will figure out if we don't have
I'll sleep on
a
the
recreational vehicle.
Too old for this shit.
Robbie, yeah, we are too old to sleep on the ground. Plus, we can't charge any of our cameras on the ground. I've tried putting a plug in the ground, because you always say electricity goes to ground.
You just
heard that before?
Get a solar panel thing.
What?
You can get one of those portable solar panel things.
Oh, you're talking about they got those bricks now with
Yeah,
solar panels
so here's the issue: is that
those work.
We want to use the batteries during the day and charge them at night.
So you can spare batteries.
Solar panels don't work well at night.
That's why you charge another battery and then use that.
Now they have ones that it's a battery pack, but it has a solar panel on it. It's like a 10,000 milliamp battery pack charger deal with a bunch of USB ports on it, and you just leave it in the sun.
Well, that's cool. I like it.
I don't know how much it costs, but I saw it. Probably costs too much. But that would be one option. But I agree.
Or we'll just get a hotel.
Or we'll get a hotel with air conditioning so that we're not
fine. Let's reinvent
sweating.
the wheel.
Yeah,
fine.
right, exactly. We'll figure it out. It'll be fine.
Unless we can find a truck.
Maybe.
We're looking for a truck.
Yeah.
If anyone's local,
Want to
has a
chauffeur
truck
us
they
around?
want to lend us,
For free monies.
we'll make it happen.
So anyway.
We'll shoot a feature video on it.
No, we won't.
On the no,
Nope.
that's a lot of work for your truck, sorry, dude. Unless it's like really cool.
Yeah, unless it's awesome.
If it's a cool truck, that's a different story. But so anyway, we have some exciting news. Adam, are you pumped?
Get pumped, Adam.
You should be more
I
pumped.
think so.
You should be pumped.
I don't know why I'm
because
pumped,
now
but
what
I'm
we're
super
gonna do,
pumped.
Now what we're gonna do
Oh, I do know
is
what we're
Adam's
gonna,
opener.
Son of a gun.
If you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
Sponsored by Eyes Up Auto Art.
Yeah.
Listen, somebody was so pumped about Adam being pissed about about this segment. They said, "Can we get in on this?" And I said, "Absolutely." So now we have to do it every week, which is the best part.
Oh, wait,
the
wait
best
a
Did you
second.
think about
Wait
this?
Back up. Are we really trolling me that badly? Like, I didn't even think of it that way.
That's exactly how that went down. Somebody contacted us and said, "You know what?
I'm going to have a chat.
I love this
I
segment.
like
this
this
guy.
idea. Let's bother Adam as
So,
long as
to
possible."
be fair, the joke is funny, but we can all try to participate in the Adam's opener, if you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. So, following the original Adams opener, I remembered water this week.
Yay.
I only bought one, though.
What is it, though?
It is Elmhurst Naturals banana water.
Banana water.
I was
So I
walking.
think I said on a show previously, banana milk sounds disgusting.
Banana milk is the greatest.
But didn't I say it sounded disgusting?
Yeah,
now?
No, now I'm trolling you since I forgot about that. But anyways, I was walking through Hy-Vee,
Oh, my God.
and they were selling banana water with 17% juice. I don't know why they just advertised it as water, but whatever.
So it would be banana juice.
And it was 25 cents. So I had to buy it.
25 cents. So hold on.
Here you go. Coming to you.
I'm gonna get that.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So I think this is Adam's opener because if you know what I mean. Because you didn't actually. Do you have one?
I don't have one.
Okay.
No,
So
because
this is Adam's
we
opener.
were doing water things.
Okay, yeah,
Again,
so-
for the
I did say that I thought it was gross, right, on the show, or did I say
I don't know if that was
private?
on the show, but we have definitely talked about.
Well, I'm really
banana
glad I got
milk.
you the banana
So
flavored
you
one.
were. I thought you were fucking with me when Jess told me about this.
Oh,
You didn't even put that together?
no.
Oh, I thought you were fucking with me.
Oh, now I really am. 'cause
Oh,
you
You
okay.
certainly
All right.
are, though.
You have to drink banana water.
Okay,
wanna
so it's
try it.
well, I
Oh, sweet. He's
some
got glasses.
banana water.
Excellent.
Is
Elmhurst.
that glasses or is that crystal?
No, that's not crystal. That's glass.
He brought out his finest crystal.
The crystal's in the cabinet over there. This is
Oh, for God's sake.
it's right there. Gotta open it.
Unbelievable.
Why is it unbelievable? Oh, there's
Oh,
no.
that's,
Are you saying that you don't have crystal, wares in your house?
no, I have silverwares.
It's not even silver, probably.
That's all like aluminum or something.
Mine's just plastic. So.
You really don't have like any glass. Like, do you own anything that's crystal?
No.
So it's just me.
Yes.
Wait,
You
do you
weirdo.
do you have a trust fund, Robbie?
No.
I don't either.
I have bills
I don't
and
have
debt.
any defense for myself. I'm just gonna pour this.
That is yellow water.
It looks just like urine.
That looks
Robbie,
like
you need to take a picture of that.
Oh
'cause
man,
that is
I'm
really
still gonna
unfortunate.
drink it though. I'm still excited about drinking
It's
it,
got
but
like
it
a-
looks just like urine.
it's a pure urine color or a.
Oh, dude,
It's a well hydrated
No.
urine at least.
this is not. I don't. The smell of this.
I
is-
can't smell, so it'll be fine.
Robbie needs to smell it. I'm gonna
Hold
wait.
on, I'm taking a picture.
At least it's not like
Kind
you
of.
know,
Well, it kind of smells like
dehydrated
weird
urine color.
apple juice.
Ooh no.
It's my deal, right? So I'm doing it first.
I'll be honest. I didn't think this through.
Oh, that's terrible.
That's weird.
All right,
Oh, that's terrible.
I'm going
Come
in.
on, Robbie.
I'm going in.
Oh, what is this?
Oh,
The
it's so
after
bad.
effect is so bad.
It smells and tastes like banana bread, but
not in a good way.
But not in a good. I gotta finish.
What does it
this.
say? Made with natural ingredients. and-
Bullshit, you gotta finish it. I'm not finishing
Hold on.
it.
Hold on.
There's
As
a
much-
re-
bring it back around. Bring it back around. As much potassium as 2 bananas. Excellent
Ew.
source of vitamin C, magnesium, and potassium. No added sugar, no colors, fat free, cholesterol free. It's got 13 grams of sugar. It's 12 ounces. And it tastes. It's bad. It's not good.
So
It's so healthy and good for you.
So to my college roommate whose goal in life was to eat enough bananas to become radioactive, this would be a better way of doing it
Faster, more efficient.
because there's twice as much.
The second drink is not as bad, but it's still poor.
It's like when you're
Is that the
drinking.
case? Do I need to drink it twice?
You got to finish it. I
It's
think.
like when you're in junior high and you're drinking whiskey for the first time. It sucks at first, but then you keep drinking.
So gross.
You know what it tastes like? It tastes like the skin of the banana. You know what I mean?
The worst part.
When you get that little that thread that comes off of the outside of
Yeah,
it. On
yeah.
That's what it tastes like.
So what other flavors were there?
I don't remember. I just remember banana. I was like, 25 cents. I'll buy that. I'm really glad I did. This is awful.
That is unfortunate.
There's a reason it's 25 cents because there's no way they're
Because
selling
nobody bought it a
it. There's
second
no
time.
way. There's no way.
Yeah, but I think if you tell someone there's like enough magnesium in here, they'll,
It was in the Health Mart.
right, exactly. Have you had
Did
coconut?
you buy that at Whole Foods?
No, heavy.
Have you had
I was going to
coconut?
say this might be my first Whole Foods.
You had coconut water before?
I've had coconut water.
Have you?
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
I don't like coconut.
But people try to pass it off. Oh, it's so good for. It's so hydrating though. It's so good for you.
This is my thing about beer. People, it's an acquired taste. Newsflash, buddy. Acquired taste means it's terrible.
Why am I
Wrong.
still drinking it? It's just
Yeah, so you don't put
like
it
a
down.
train
You
wreck.
keep going.
I'm just gonna get rid of it.
You're the coconut water drinker, aren't you?
I have. You know what? Because all those, Joe Rogan, all those, coconut water, all about that coconut water. I can't do it. I get that it's got health benefits. I understand that, but I'm just like, I don't want to do it.
I don't eat bananas because it makes my tongue swell up a little bit. I think I'm legitimately allergic to bananas. I can feel it in my tongue. I swear to God.
I like bananas. They're good. I don't like
So
banana water.
You're gonna get killed, is what you're saying.
Nah, I'll be all right.
Okay,
I still eat bananas. I have to be mindful of it.
fair enough.
I've never eaten so many bananas that my tongue swelled up and I, died.
Died. Okay, so you're just gonna start talking kind of funny in a little bit.
Yeah, if I
Do it.
slur my
in a little bit. Yeah.
that's I'll just try to push the mic away and let it pass.
Fair enough. So for Eyes Up Auto Art, check out his Instagram. It's just like what I said, Eyes Up Auto Art. Basically, what they do, or what Zach does, is he paints portraits of your vehicle. So if you have a picture of your vehicle, you can send it to him, and he will paint it. I mean, it's really just that simple. And he does some really cool work. I was talking to him a little bit about pricing. It's completely reasonable. It's a cool piece that you could give to somebody as a gift. Like if you have somebody in your family that's a big, car person. It's one of those things that's really unique. Like I didn't really think that this existed until we kind of met Zach.
I really like his style, his art style.
He's definitely got a style.
Yeah,
for sure. He's kind of got his own flavor to how he paints, and it's cool. It's just, I don't know. I just think it's a cool idea, and I think it's a great gift idea for somebody that's different.
I like where your head's at there. I never even thought. I was just thinking of my own selfish needs, but a gift, that's even better.
Yeah,
heck yeah,
absolutely. So you can go, like I said, to his Instagram. He's got a Facebook page as well. It's Eyes Up Auto Art, and you can contact him there if you have any questions about that. So pretty cool. Boom, Adam's Opener's the thing.
It's great.
It's just that simple.
There's worse things, I guess.
We kind of did our social media role thing already this week, didn't we? Yeah, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, hit that YouTube. I mean, that's that simple. That's what we're going to be working on. I don't think we need to say anything more about that.
No.
Show's over.
Boom. See you guys next week.
Well, this week, we don't have a topic, so we're just going rogue.
We're just going rogue.
Oh, God damn it, Robbie.
I can bring it back.
Robbie, we went to a Cars and Coffee.
We did go to Cars and Coffee.
You probably didn't see that thing that I posted today on Instagram about me talking to that dude that pinstripes.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I was I was there. I took a picture. He had like a 32 Ford, and it was just kind of black. Had a really, really nice paint job on it. But I was talking to the dude from Zion Designs, and he said, hey, you need to go talk to that dude. His name's Frosty, and he does hand pinstriping. I was like, that's pretty sick because people don't do that anymore.
Yeah, pinstriping
other
is
than
awesome.
Zach, because Zach paints. But you know what I mean? Like
Obviously.
that whole doing things by hand is it's a dying art. Yeah.
Yep.
So anyway, yeah, his hot rod's real simple. Even on that one picture, you can't see where he did his pinstriping, but he does that whole, like, I don't even know what you call that style. It's like a hot rod kind of line design. I don't
like your typical pinstripe.
Right, yeah. And he said
traditional pinstriping.
Yeah. And he said when he was, I think, pretty young, probably even younger than us, there were a lot of guys that had hot rods, and that was way more popular then to have somebody do hand painting on them of some kind, especially pinstriping. And he's like, man, I always wanted to do that when I was real young. I thought that was super cool. And he said 1 month, Carcraft magazine, who I don't even know if you've ever seen those before, Robbie.
It's old Ford or vintage Ford stuff, ain't it?
I think they did a little bit of everything.
They do a little bit of everything.
Oh, I guess I always associate it with Ford.
They do a good guy style show, but they don't have any year or make limitations. So I've always, they do one in Minneapolis, and I always enjoyed going to that more than like the Back to the 50s show that's there because there's everything there. So it was kind of cooler.
And he said 1 month, Carcraft had an article about how to do pinstriping. And so he went out and he bought the paint. He took the article and he just started painting on stuff, without any real instruction. He just continued to improve his technique and his ability. And I think he said he's been doing it for like 40 years now.
Oh, wow.
So he could do, hand painted signs like that. That was kind of a fad there for a while. You get an old rat
stuff,
like
an
old rat rod, and you'd get like a fake business sign put on it, or your real business or whatever, and have somebody hand paint it. He can do that stuff, or he could do the pinstriping or whatever. So I don't know. I just thought that was cool.
So are you gonna hot rod out any of your vehicles with some sweet pinstriping?
Pinstriping on the SS, maybe?
With some Beck Electric logos.
I wanted to do that on the 70 GMC.
That'd be sweet.
But all the paint
not?
is original. I think he's a little partial to it.
Should plasti dip it?
That's
Wonder.
totally defeating the purpose here.
And then pinstripe over the plasti dip.
That's so much work to just be lost one day.
Yeah, I know. It wouldn't. It only lasts a couple of years. I wonder if there's something else you could do. Have you seen that stuff that they? I think Hot Rod had it, where you paint your rocker panel with it. Has anybody else seen this?
Well, what do you mean?
You paint it, and it's like a rubberized shit that comes out.
Rubberized undercoat.
Yeah.
No. But you paint. So you go to you're gonna go do your no prep or whatever, and you got your show car. You paint
then it peels off.
Yeah, it peels off.
People do it. People use it for like cone scuffs and stuff like that for autocrossing.
You could do that too. Have you seen that?
Oh, I didn't realize you could peel it off.
Yeah, it peels right off. It's pretty cool.
Oh, that's neat.
Kind of, I think, thicker plasti dip.
That makes
Kinda.
sense. Just kind of
Might
like,
be,
like a rubberized protectant.
Yep,
Yeah.
it kind of comes off all as one rubber sheet. So you wouldn't want to use that for that, but
No.
it just got me off on that tangent. But anyway,
That's what the show's all about today.
Yeah.
that's true. Cars and Coffee was pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's the first one of the year that
It was
I made.
really
no,
frickin'
second
nice.
one. It was gorgeous out.
You were making fun of me, but I literally sat on the sidewalk with my camera and my coffee and just shot cars coming in.
I wasn't like totally making fun of you, but kind of.
It was a way better way to do it.
I had it pictured in my head that you were just sitting there with a lawn chair and a remote, just hitting that button.
That would have been way
You gotta
more
get-
efficient.
You gotta get that sweep.
Yeah,
You gotta, the motion, create the motion.
Well, he actually was sitting normally. You know how in the past he's always like laying on his side all weird and his legs in the air.
You were sitting like a normal human being,
Yeah, I
and
was
they
just
still
sitting
came out that well.
I was just sitting. Yeah,
Yeah, I
just
can't-
Imagine
on my
how
butt.
good they could have been if he was standing on his head.
If he would have had a weird position, you would have had much better.
I
shot.
was
Everybody
in
knows
the
that.
middle of the road, and then people were
there's that added element of danger.
people were looking at me weird.
Get out of here, nerd! Get out of the road.
Yeah,
Beat it,
we were in
Who do you think you are?
West Des Moines, and I was standing in like the middle of the sidewalk. And I don't know if some woman thought I was doing hood rat stuff with my hood rat friends, but she definitely crossed the street.
Well, you kind of were.
What is it with hood rat stuff?
I don't know, but like, why would she cross the street?
Talking to Spencer a lot,
she was.
or what?
He said it first.
It's true.
Oh, okay.
She was very.
Don't
But
worry about my personal life.
apparently, I
He's
looked
the West
sketchy.
Des
That's it.
Moines. I mean,
Right, I looked sketchy and shouldn't be there with my camera and my Jegs hat. So she crossed the street.
It was a good. It was a good turnout.
But that
though.
was a good show.
anything interesting new for the year? I saw that kit rep.
What was that?
The kit,
Oh, we totally missed that. That came after. You're talking about the Trans Am or Firebird or
you
whatever
guys
it
didn't
is.
get to see that thing?
Nope.
No, that was after we left.
Nope.
Oh,
who in
my
Des Moines owns that
God.
thing?
It was like bolt for bolt, nut for nut, a perfect replica of Kit from
Oh,
Knight Rider.
Knight Rider with the Hoff.
No, I did not see that. We were there.
This is the wrong generation of people to be. People
Nah,
have no
they'll
idea what
know
we're talking
that.
about.
They'll know
Really?
that. Yeah.
I never saw this show.
Nope,
Neither have I,
not
but I know
once.
the car.
You know the car? Okay.
I didn't know
Maybe-
that the Hoff was in it.
I forgot that he was in it actually until you said it.
I am German. I'm required to
know
these
where
things. where he was involved.
what movies he's done,
Yeah.
what he's working on.
Yeah. Did you
His new
find them?
projects?
Did you find the pictures?
I found Kit Knight Rider.
Like he had a full the interior, the dash was all done right. The wheel was that crazy wheel, the dash wrapped around him. It had like the tube displays and the whole 9 yards. It was really done well. It was awesome. So these are just pictures I saw.
Where do you think this came from? I mean, do you think he built it? Do you think he bought it?
I would love to know. I hope that he comes to another show that I'm actually at, so I can go and talk to him about it.
I guess I had
Because
originally.
I was super jazzed about it.
I just kind of thought it was maybe it was actually a TV car. Because why? I mean,
I don't know. I think people build reps of stuff a lot.
Yeah, say the only time I ever saw one of those was at the museum, and it was like from the movie. Or
was
show,
it was
whatever.
it for sale? Was it at that museum where everything's
No,
for
you
sale?
could rent it. Though.
Bolo.
Yeah, Volo, you could rent them.
You can rent it?
Yeah, for like events and shit. You
For
can't
prom?
drive. You can't
Take
drive
the-
it. No, you can't
oh.
drive it.
What?
You can go park it in your event.
So you could hard park it at an event for money.
Yes.
That's a market we need to be in.
Yeah, exactly. Can I
build
park?
stance
Can
cars?
I park things places and get paid for it?
Maybe. I don't know. You got to invest in some cool cars.
You've got the money.
Yeah,
You-
apparently.
your crystal
I'll sell my
wires
crystal.
Sell your
whatnot?
crystal and buy
Sell
some
my
cars.
crystal. Not very relatable, am I?
No.
From a marketing perspective.
Fancy watches here, and
I like that E30 though. That E30 was pretty sick.
that was super clean.
It is-
very impressively clean for around
Yeah.
here, especially.
Yeah, I don't know what he's done to it, but it was pretty awesome.
I assume that detailed door handle picture you took was from that car.
Yeah, and I don't know where that door handle came from, but
Said
it was sick.
BMW Motorsport
Yeah.
on it. It was weird. I don't know what that means, but because it wasn't an E30 M3, it was just an E30.
I've never seen that part before.
It was
So-
very cool. Very nice car.
It's the little things that stick out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
for
and
sure.
he had a lot of really nice details done to that car.
I bet you there's a lot of rare parts on that car. Like I can't imagine those door handles are common.
He's got EDM stuff all
He's
over it.
EDM.
Sure,
yo.
he's got mad EDM,
He's got EDM stuff.
Be all about it.
GDM.
German.
DDM.
What?
That sounds like something else.
You're thinking DDR.
No, Deutsche domestic market. It's German, yo. You got to get on board.
The Germans.
These
Yeah.
Germans.
Yes.
Anything else from there, Robbie, you want to talk about?
No, we didn't stick around that long because we walked around, took some pictures, talked to with people, and mingled. And then I was like, you know what? Let's go shoot some footage. And then we just cheesed it on out of there.
Yep. Then we did the rolling shots of Robbie's car, which is actually pretty fun.
It's quite nice. And if you get the right road and people aren't bothering you, you can basically just go the speed limit and get some shots.
Get some rolling shots.
No one cares. What?
They said, yeah, the speed limit.
We actually did.
No, we did go speed limit.
I never broke the law that
We
day.
were going like 5 under, and Robbie kind of just did what he wanted to do beside us, and it was legit.
People actually seem to know what we were trying to accomplish. So like we're going side by side down the road. He's hanging out the car with the camera.
Were you in the Maxima?
I was in the Maxima.
We were in the Maxima.
In the passenger seat.
So yeah, and then like there were cars behind us that clearly would normally be right on our ass saying, hurry up, let's go. Kind of stuck back and just waited for us to get our shots and then get
That's
out of
because
the
they
way.
were like, if that kid falls out of that car, I don't want to run him over.
I wasn't out of the car.
No,
the camera was
you're-
out of
yeah,
the car.
the camera was. But I was surprised at how courteous everybody was. Or maybe they just had no clue what we were doing and just were like,
They were
look
scared.
at these morons.
But it was
Confused.
like, it's like when we shot in the parking lot with your car, like occasionally people would they would drive up in there. They're like doing their, in a daze driving thing. They're not paying any attention. And then they'd see there's like 4 guys in a car and then 2 guys that look like they're, presenting. And then there's a guy with headphones on and another guy with a camera, and they would like slam on the brakes. And then they would,
Deer in the headlights.
what do I do? Do I back up? Did I fuck this up? What do I do? I'm just
I
going to back up.
ruined your
I'm just
shot.
going to back up. I'm just going to back up. I'm going away.
And then there's the others that would just like
There were a couple people that if there was a big enough gap, they would have driven between me and Robbie
and the car
and my dad and Thomas.
That doesn't
He's
surprise
like,
me
just
at
didn't
all,
give a shit. I'm
'cause
just
they're
coming through it here,
completely
sir.
oblivious.
We're here for the soccer game. We don't give a shit about your car.
Get the fuck out of the way.
Yep.
It was a soccer game at noon.
Everybody apparently.
Everybody, the tournaments, that's the thing, man.
At noon? Aren't kids hungry at noon? How do kids work? Yeah.
Saturdays, it's
When do
just
they eat?
whenever you feed them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you can feed them right. They sleep in a little bit. You feed them. You take them to soccer.
then you go to soccer.
Sleep
Then
in,
you
you're
then
hilarious.
you go get pizza afterwards.
These are the things I don't understand. That's why we screwed that up, Robbie.
Yep.
I didn't have
We
a
should have
clue.
been there much earlier.
I didn't know that.
I know.
I didn't understand all these rules.
It's a learning
Well,
curve.
drove into
you
that-
say that, but like my coworker today was complaining about the fact that this Saturday, his daughter has a softball tournament and he's got to be there at 8, so he has to leave his house at 7.
At least it's local.
They'll be playing all day long. So, I mean, there's no relief there.
Man, I can't wait to get your child into sports.
I'm gonna stay away from my
What-
child,
what-
Robbie.
I am going to hand him a football the first chance I get.
You
It's
stay
going to
away
be
from my
football,
child,
baseball, anything else you hate, basketball.
I listen to all my coworkers bitch about, my daughter's got a softball tournament. I have to go to softball practice tonight, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, God, I hope my kid was like me and doesn't want to do any of those things.
He's gonna hate auto sports. He's gonna love baseball, football, basketball, and then track and field because you're gonna have to do tournament style events all year. It was nice knowing
I'll
you.
just get a new kid.
That was the last we heard from Adam. Anything else for cars and coffee? I think
No,
that's it.
I mean you can beat that to death. Yeah, we're at a car show.
Are we going to Carl's and Coffee this weekend? I'm going.
Wait,
You
what day?
guys going? Saturday. There's a Carl's and Coffee.
I would like to.
Yeah, well, we should go to that.
If I'm
I
in
think.
town.
I'll be there. I have a college friend of mine who's going to be here this weekend. We're going to go hang out there.
Oh, okay.
All right, we're
Well,
down.
let's do that then.
Let's do car things together.
Boom.
Do car things
As
with our
a
car
group?
friends.
Yeah.
It's not hood rat things, but that's all
can-
right.
It could
turn
be
into it.
bad things. People were doing burnouts there last time, so
Yeah.
Someone did the world's quietest burnout there last time. You remember that, Robbie? There was that big cloud of smoke, but we never
Oh.
heard a burnout.
Yeah, somebody did a burnout, and then all of a sudden you saw the car just kind of leave, and there's a huge plume of smoke.
But we couldn't hear it.
What was
we
that?
what are these special tires that
We
you're
were in
running?
the front of the building.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not like we were far away from the street.
The tires made no noise, and the car made no noise. But it wasn't an electric car.
What kind of
That was-
witchcraft is that?
It was like a
I don't know.
Firebird.
That's bizarre.
It was a weird day.
That is a little weird. Anyway, so quick update on one lap, even though it's Wednesday.
Yeah, we'll be way behind with this.
Bill and Scott are second right now, which
Which
is
is
pretty sick.
awesome.
In their class, I should say. Second in their class. But considering all the big money and all the other bull crap that goes on at one lap, that's pretty impressive, I think.
Nothing to shake a stick at.
I mean, they've been. I think they've been second and third for several.
They were tied for second coming into today.
So I think that's pretty cool.
It is very cool.
Props to them.
excited to see where they end
Roadkill
up.
lasted 36 hours, I think. So I owe everybody an apologize. I think I said a day.
Yeah,
But, you know,
we called it though.
yeah,
I said they weren't even going to make it, so
yeah, yeah.
I mean,
What do you expect?
yeah,
Used main bearings and you blew up your motor?
no.
Shocking.
If I had tried to assemble a motor in a day, it wouldn't have happened. So credit.
I
where
could
credit is
tell
due.
you that I'd have it assembled. There's no effing way it would start because that's how mine
It was
always
like
go.
running well for a while too.
Oh, yeah.
My shit would not run if I did that.
I was going to talk to my dad about it, like, because there's probably nothing in this world my dad's built more of than 400 and 455 Pontiacs. So I was going to ask him, like, okay, here's your time frame. Build this motor, get it in this car, get it running. Could you do it? But I forgot to call him.
That's a hell of an undertaking. I'm not taking anything away from him because to show up and be like, yeah, we're going to take this pile of parts and this car and put it all together and be in a race.
Because they did a
24
brakes
hours.
and suspension package on the car too. I mean, it wasn't
Yeah,
just like they
did.
threw a motor in it.
I think they did a diff too.
That's
They did
that's
they
a lot
did
of work.
more work than just the motor.
That banana water, it's not
Sticks
going
with you.
away.
It's hanging
It's in
around.
my throat and it sucks.
It kind of dries out your mouth. a
It
little
does.
bit.
It's the
For
worst
being water.
product of all time.
Imagine being mildly allergic to it.
Yeah. Yeah, if your tongue swells up and we finish this show, you're like, yeah.
Nah, I think it's starting to go away already.
Oh, boring. I like it better when you're.
Thanks, Robbie.
It's funnier that
I'm
way.
glad that you're a concerned friend.
I have no concerns for
If
anything.
you had like an allergy to shellfish or something like that, he would laugh at you. You know what I mean? While your throat's closing up.
you're
Yeah.
covered.
Look at your
You're
face.
covered in
Look
hives.
at your face. Somebody get him an EpiPen. He's fine. Faker.
Thankfully, I love shellfish. It's delicious.
It is delicious, but you don't go to sushi.
No, I want my food cooked.
What?
You can get cooked sushi though too. It's not really sushi, but
It's
you know,
good too, but
It's good.
you can get
I would
you can get shellfish uncooked.
consider trying that.
Ooh.
If it was,
Ooh.
the problem is that there's like too many weird things going on. Like I don't like spicy foods. They put wasabi on all this, and I just
They don't
We could
have
get
to.
you. We could order
Yeah.
you something.
can I get it deep fat fried and does
Yes,
it come
no,
with
for real.
French fries? Because then I might
You get it. No
we could.
fries, but you can get.
no fries. Damn.
There's a
We get
my
fried,
favorite
though.
place has a couple of them that are fried. They're
My
awesome.
other problem
Yeah,
is
for
that
real,
it's usually cost prohibitive for me,
It is a little expensive.
It's
I'll
not
give it.
cheap.
and
It's
I'm not really into that.
I am not going to go on record and say that. Oh wait, yeah, I did. I have
It's like on a
This
podcast.
is exactly
It's
what
on
exactly
iTunes.
on,
You're
it's,
on
it's
record.
on
It
record.
doesn't get any different.
There's a sushi place in town that knows me by name.
Robbie.
Yeah.
What is wrong with this podcast? It's
I don't know.
disgusting.
No.
You remember when we first started? We're like, nobody's like the common man. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like we're gonna appeal.
we're totally
to
relatable.
The crystal and sushi and do all this. This is the worst show
Well, I
ever.
always order the special.
Does that make you feel better?
That's the most
Does
Dutch
that make
thing
you
he's
feel
ever
better?
said in his
well,
life.
that with a couple other ones. But I go in and then the girl's like, I said, we'll start with a seaweed salad and then we'll have these
start
these
with a
three
seaweed salad.
these
Get outta
three
here.
rolls. And she's like, oh, like every time.
You should
Yep.
shut
The
this down.
seaweed salad.
Shut it down.
Yeah, man.
You can eat seaweed.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Dude, that's what
it's better than
sushi
regular
is
salad.
wrapped in seaweed.
It is.
Bro, we gotta get you. We'll get you.
Man, this
gotta
is
get you
this is
hooked
an
up, dude.
educational podcast,
not-
not about cars.
I'm not into this idea at all.
But we're gonna get the fried one, dude. We can warm you up to the, you know.
There's one with steak in it. You want to start with that?
Oh, that's always.
I never had that one.
I
but
see these ones on TV or on Facebook where they're like wrapped in bacon, and I'm like, I think I could do that.
I don't
do
know
that.
if anybody does a bacon.
I've never
one,
seen the
but
bacon one. I've seen the steak one. A lot of them have cream cheese in it. That's delicious.
I don't really like cream cheese that much.
We could hold.
What are we-
just
what-
Robbie?
what are we-
Don't.
what are we
just-
doing here?
He was warming up to it. Don't freak out yet.
Who doesn't like cream
We'll
cheese?
hold the.
Me, I'm difficult.
We'll hold the fish roe. We'll keep that on the side.
I'm not even the most difficult person.
If I show up next week for Adam's opener with some sushi,
no,
What?
nah,
Even if it's fried?
nah. Well, I don't know. Maybe
that'd be cold.
we don't
by
want
the
to
time I got
eat.
here.
We don't
that's
want
true.
to eat.
Yeah,
on
we
this
said-
That's true. We said-
podcast.
we said
we
that.
said that coming into this.
We
We're
gotta
not
do-
gonna be those guys.
We got to do box of water, or what's it called?
water in a box.
Water in a box.
I don't know why that's so hard for you. Because you
box-
always want to
'cause
call
that's
it
a stupid
box
idea.
of
Box of
water.
water would be is a funnier name.
I don't know how it's more funny.
It just is.
just hard
the
to
cadence
say.
of it is funnier. It's all about comedic timing, Adam.
Yeah, that's our key here.
So we're gonna do that. Hopefully next week.
Yeah,
It's become a thing now. People come to us about culinary items.
yeah. We're a culinary and automotive podcast.
We're closely becoming
go to,
just a
like-
culinary podcast.
I could
fine.
go to like one of the weird Indian or
I don't like Indian
Asian
food.
marts that grocery stores that we have in Ames and get some sort of strange beverage there. I'm sure.
We could
That's where we should go for
we
next
could get
week's.
it totally weird. You know what? Actually, you remember all that long time ago when we made fun of
Mansory.
Mansory?
We never were able to get the hookup on the.
No, I
the
I should
beverage.
try and get back on that, huh?
I
Actually,
thought you asked them and they couldn't find it.
well, I think I could.
Can't get it in America. That's the
No,
hard
no, I
part.
thought he asked his family.
Well, I don't think that they actually put any effort into
Oh, they're
it.
like,
I think what-
okay, well,
I think what-
where'd it go?
I think what's going to have to happen is I'm
I'm
going to have to.
drinking that, Robbie. Put it down.
I can't just waste it.
No, put it away.
He
He's too,
spent 25 cents
he's
on
too
it,
Dutch
Michael.
to throw away 25 cents. Meanwhile, the sushi people know him by name.
Shut up.
Oh, Mr. Robbie, please. Your table. Wait, no. No.
he's got-
No. What you were going to do, no.
Say it, Rob.
No,
I don't know
don't
what you
do. No. No.
I don't have my own table.
I don't know what you're talking
We're going to
about.
move on.
What's the matter,
Did
Michael?
you do anything car related this week?
I did a lot of car related
Do we
things.
have any sort of
Robbie.
project car updates?
I have a project van update.
Project Van?
Yeah, Project Van.
Work van update.
Oh.
Why is it that GM refuses to put an LS motor in something that you can change the spark plugs in?
They do. It's in a 240. Oh wait, you said
We were
GM?
right, a GM.
A GM.
They made an engine.
From the factory.
They made an engine. They're
Oh.
like, this is a great engine. Let's put it in shit that you can't access the spark plugs in.
Well, they don't want to make things too great.
That's a fair point.
Yeah, say when you go to engineering college, there's a whole class about
Putting shit where you
making
can
things
get to
difficult. Like
That would
You go-
explain
they-
so much.
things can only be so
shit.
convenient.
Is this a parking lot design course?
It's a everything design
Have you?
course.
What
it's,
is what?
it's
what is the
designed
deal
for
with
American.
parking lot?
I'm going to become a civil engineer because I think I would knock that shit out of the park.
No, I think the
Math
problem
is hard,
is they
Adam.
want you to be difficult. They want to trap you in parking lots. I'm kidding, but I'm not kidding.
So what happened with your van?
So anyway, with the van, had to change the spark plugs, and so to do that, have you seen where the engine
Oh,
sits
because you got
in
to
a
take the
van?
doghouse out
gotta
of the
take-
middle.
yeah.
You do it from the driver's seat.
So you got to take 4 spark plugs. So you got to take the passenger seat out to get the dog house out, and then you got to take the dog house out, and then it would be easier if you took the driver's seat out as well, because you're hanging over that to change 2 of the spark plugs, and then the front 4 spark plugs you have to take the front wheels off
Oh, for God's
and
sake.
go through the fender, the inner fender, to get those out.
Why?
I don't know.
So at work, we have one with a 6-liter in it,
Yeah,
and we were looking at it. It's almost mid-engined.
it's pretty far back. You looking for a picture, Robbie?
Yeah. Did you take pictures?
I sent you a picture.
Yeah,
Oh.
he sent us a picture.
I'll send you that picture
yeah,
again.
send it to me again. I want to see it.
They're so far back in there. But then you look inside, and it doesn't look like it really is that far back.
No,
It's
But I
in the
think
most-
it's just because you're up high
Yeah,
above
it's,
it.
it's in the most inconvenient spot
Yeah.
for working on.
That's not very intelligent.
can you see this picture from over there, Robbie? Like
Yes.
60 feet away.
Okay, I did see that
That's
picture.
inside the van. That's the engine in the van.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you can this spark plug right here. That's yeah, no problem. This one over here, you're fucked. Just pack it up.
So how long did that take you? You burn
Well,
it?
had to go to town to get
Spark plugs.
spark plugs, but probably 3 hours.
That's not the end of the world. I thought you were going to say like 8 hours and that you
Oh,
at
no,
the,
no,
at
no.
the end of the
No,
day
no, no.
you decided that you were done with cars.
Yeah, but dude, think about how long it would take you to change the spark plugs on the 240.
That's what I was just going to say.
That's my problem.
like
with
15
it.
minutes.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
It's not that bad. I've done it.
Twice.
Not just once.
That's my hang up. You can't get to him in an F body.
Nope.
You can't get to him in a van. In a truck, you could probably get to him.
If it's
Maybe.
big enough, yeah.
You can't get to him in the Trailblazer.
Oh,
The
really?
3/4 ton pickup, you could. Yeah, I'm sure you'd have to do the same thing with taking on a couple of them, taking a wheel off. Come on, GM. Come on.
It's just so weird.
Come on.
Rough.
You can do it. Maybe the LTs are different, but I doubt it.
Nah, I doubt it.
So the Arc 7's done.
I know.
I'm waiting to get on the alignment rack. That's it.
Man.
Is it
Dunzo.
licensed and registered? Like driving
Yeah.
it around?
Well,
When-
the alignment is so.
Yeah, I know, but
Fuck,
once it's
I don't know.
aligned,
Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah. No,
like you gonna bring it home, or is it gonna stay in Indianola?
it'll probably stay down there.
Oh, that's lame.
I might bring it up for a little while. It's it still doesn't really have an exhaust on it, but I'm
You're
like,
not
oh
really-
no, look at that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
you're
kind
not
of
really-
my opinion about it. Like, oh, it's loud.
Yeah.
Cool, thanks.
You're not driving it during the early mornings all the time.
No,
You're fine.
Chaz was joking about printing a sticker that says chemtrails with an arrow and then just slapping it on your bumper over your tailpipe.
You could just
and
give it
seeing
to
how
me and I'll
long
put
it
it
would
on
take for you to realize it was there.
you think I would take it off?
No.
Exactly.
It's like he wanted to print he wanted to print a sticker that said toe, TOE, with an arrow and put it on the front fender pointing at my front tires on the Omni because they have just the most insane amount of
The problem is though, like,
That doesn't surprise me that you want that on your car.
I don't. Chaz does.
I thought you would for sure.
Yeah, Robbie, he should just make them and put them on the internet because he would sell so many of them.
It's
Right?
true.
Ping us if you would buy one. This is a theory. We're gonna try it. Find us on a social.
I have an actual toe sticker, like TOW, with an arrow
Yeah.
on it, and I was going to go and find the smallest bumper hitch ball that I could find at like the local hardware store and put it in the bumper on my S10 and then have the toe sticker pointing at that just because it's funny.
It's not as funny as your ironic TOE.
It's just weird though. My big thing is I have like an anti-foot fetish. I think feet are
Wait a
disgusting.
second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second.
Feet
wait a
are
second.
gross.
What are we
Wait a
doing
second.
here?
Wait a second. Hold on. I need a minute to make the logical leap that you made to get there. Just give me a
So
second.
having the word toe on my car,
I literally
I'm just
spaced
like,
off for half a second, and I heard him say something about having a foot fetish or not having a foot fetish. What is wrong with you?
He's done. He can't even speak.
oh man.
Do you want to try to salvage that, or should we move on?
I just don't want the word toe on my car because I don't like feet that much.
I guess.
It's a long leap to make, dude. Now I'm really bummed out.
I know where your thought process is.
Your father listens to this podcast, by the way.
That's fine. He knows I don't like feet. It's
You
whatever.
just go around telling people you don't like feet?
Everybody knows.
Well, yeah, now everybody knows.
Robbie knew that already. I guarantee.
Okay, all right.
I don't know if it was on a test. I don't know if I would have put like, yeah, Adam hates feet.
Like if you were
I
on
can't
one of
believe
those
that
game
never
shows.
came up. In our rollerblading.
You would think so, since you always had stinky socks. I would know. You're like, oh, gross feet.
I don't even like my own.
That is a foot-based sport,
Yeah.
and you participated in it.
Yeah, but I don't have to touch them.
Momentarily, you do.
That sounds like an awesome bet.
It's my skate, though.
Like a video, perhaps,
Yeah,
Robbie?
like if Adam loses a bet, he has to rub someone's feet.
There's. I will not I will not show up for that video shoot. There's no way.
We will bring the feet to you, sir.
like that.
That's true. We would find a way.
Like that pet egg commercial. I got to change the channel. I can't watch it. It's so gross.
Just because it's people's feet on TV, and you're like, nah, man, I'm out.
What puts me over the edge is when they dump it out.
No.
That's God, it's so bad.
that really has nothing to do with feet. That's just
That's
gross.
just disgusting. That doesn't need to be on TV in general.
Oh God, damn it!
So I've been driving a Buick Verano for a little while.
Why?
Back to cars.
Where'd you get that?
So the spark plug thing took longer than I thought, and then I was like, I could do maintenance on the Trailblazer, or I could just drive the Buick, and so I just decided to drive the Buick. Actually, I worked on the RX-7, and then it was too late, and I was like, I'm not working on that.
What do you have to do to the Trailblazer?
Oh, just normal maintenance, oil change, all that fun stuff.
Oh, I got
It was
you.
an excuse to steal the Buick and talk about driving the Buick.
Turbocharged Buick things.
Nah, it's not turbocharged.
Oh, I thought you had the turbo.
No, because that was what challenge was that? Didn't I say something about a manual
Yeah.
turbo Buick Verano? Is like, was it a sleeper? Maybe I don't know what it
I
was.
think we were just talking about the fact that your mom has a car she never drives, and that she drives that
Yeah.
Dodge Caravan.
So yeah, she's still rocking the Caravan. That was like a year ago. It's got like 270,000 miles on it or something like that.
Robbie just thinks that's
That's normal.
that's just getting.
But now it's like you can't. You got to kill it.
No.
No. I mean, like you got to drive it till it dies.
Absolutely.
Don't.
You're definitely not going to trade it in
No.
or give up.
You might as well just
Drive
now.
till the wheels
It's
fall
costing you like almost no money to drive it at the moment. So you might as well just drive it. Yeah, till the wheels fall off.
Yeah, I get that.
So anyway, I've been rocking. This is an almost new car review because we did one of these, and so now we're doing a second one. I have
That's right.
2015 Buick Verano for the week.
Wow.
Exciting, right?
I
Hashtag
think
real
man.
journalism.
literally none of our listeners will,
They could be down for
You
it.
don't know that.
Here's the deal, though. I've driven a 2015 Toyota Corolla, and I would have the Verano for sure over the Corolla.
they're probably similarly priced.
I think they are
in the
similarly
used car
priced.
market.
Oh, used? No, that Buick's probably way cheaper. If
think?
you, oh
That's
yeah,
sadly
yeah.
true because
I would
it's
think
a
so.
Buick and therefore won't hold value like a Toyota.
But I like it better. It has more.
Even if it costs $15,000 more new, it's immediately worth less than the Toyota when you drive it off the lot.
Yeah, that's probably true.
I agree with that. It's just I don't know. I think it's a tiny bit bigger.
comfy.
And it's comfy and it's got a tiny bit more character to it because the Toyota's like, white bread. It's pretty white bread.
Yeah.
Hard not to fall asleep while you're driving it.
Yeah, and it's really nothing to remember about the Toyota. Not that the Buick's that memorable either, but if you just want some car, that's the better some car choice, in my opinion.
Right. It'd be a good daily, though.
It'd be a great
And then
daily.
you can get them turboed and manual.
Actually, turbo with a manual, that would be a sick choice because it's like 270 horsepower or
I
something.
wonder if that's the same chassis as the Cobalt.
Probably some
I
derivative.
wonder if that's
or
the same
something.
chassis.
Somewhat similar.
Because those are really, really good handling chassis. And a Buick Verano autocrossing would be hilarious.
Well, I just think you could troll Hondas all day.
Oh, for sure.
You could troll a lot of things
I think so.
because who's expecting to get blown up by a Verano? Nobody. And it's a nice car just to
You
drive
get that
around.
GM tune, that no lift shift, and that two-step launch control from the factory.
Hell yeah, dude.
It'd be hilarious. Two-stepping in a Buick.
Give me that guy.
Very counterintuitive.
What do you mean that guy?
Just a
You'd be the
you'd be
only
the
guy.
only
You'd be
guy.
the only guy two-stepping a Buick Verano with stock exhaust on it. You'd be the guy. That was the guy leaving the cars and coffee.
Yep.
That's who it was, Robbie.
Yep, he was.
What?
The one that had the smoke.
The silent burnout.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it was
there
a
you
turbo
go.
Buick Verano.
It probably was.
There you go.
Could very
I don't have
easily
anything
been.
else. It's a Buick. It's nice though.
I think
Yeah.
that those are kind of forgotten.
I don't even think they make them anymore.
Well, no, I don't
don't
think
even
they
have a
do
clue.
either. But like nobody cared about them when they were being made.
No.
They're not especially good looking, but they're not terrible either.
I think some of those Toyotas they're making now are just.
They're kind of like the
Ugh.
Juke. They're so ugly, they're cool.
That is true about the Juke. I'd say the Verano's not near as ugly, but
No,
Yeah, I don't
but
think it's. I think it's just. It's like some Buick. How much Buick would you like? I'd like the small one. Okay,
here's
There it is.
here's a car.
but it's.
All right,
It's-
it's a car.
You want
is
the
a car.
medium
It's
one?
a
Well,
nice
we
car.
added 8 inches in the middle.
Yeah, here's a medium Buick. The medium Buick you can have with wasabi smeared all over it though. That's
What?
the GS, the Regal GS.
Wasabi smeared?
Yeah.
I'm not following that reference.
It's a hot Buick. It's
Oh, okay.
Yeah, jeez. Culinary show, culinary cars, bringing it
My
all back
bad,
around.
My bad. We should just change the name.
To what?
Cooking in cars, or I don't know. There's some unique thing we could come up with there, I'm sure.
I don't know.
You got nothing, Robbie?
Not even
We'll
a
work
little
on it next week. I think that's it for the Buick. Like I said,
Microwaves
there's
and motors.
No, because
That's how I cook. So.
not. No. This will turn into a culinary show if you say stuff like that. I'll learn you a little.
he'll learn you some.
It's too much work.
All right,
You just
son.
throw
All
a
right,
pizza
son.
on the Pizza Pizzazz.
Oh God, I hate those things.
They're so gross.
What? Pizza Pizzazz are
Yeah,
great.
dude, it's ridiculous.
They're
What-
awesome.
does that plate underneath it heat?
No.
So
Yeah,
for
it
people
does.
that don't,
The thing on top.
does it
They
heat?
have heating elements on the top and the bottom.
No. The glowing red part is the hot.
Yes,
the-
there's a
go-
heating element underneath the pan too. It heats the bottom.
So for those of you that don't know, which I hope is all of you, the,
Probably
Nah,
don't.
pizza,
everybody knows.
the Pizza Pizzazz is like a turntable you put a pizza on, and then it's got a thing that would be like the needle arm that has a heater in it, and it spins around and
It makes great
terrible
pizzas.
pizza. Yeah, exactly. Yep.
But you can only make like shitty
Frozen pizza
pizzas.
on it, yeah.
Like you
What's
can't
wrong
make.
with that?
There's so much stuff wrong with that.
There's
Where do you
something
want
to
me
be.
to start?
There's something. If you go into a
He's
shitty.
had a loss of words.
If you have okay, so there's times when it's okay to have a frozen pizza.
Like when you're drunk.
Well, yeah, but also
Or, you know,
okay.
Monday
Here's
night
a good
after I get home
example.
from work.
You're having your friends over. They're working on your car. You could order a pizza, or you could have hey, I'm gonna throw some frozen pizzas in. We're having a good time, wrenching, all that stuff. That's an example of a time when
That
it's
never
okay
happens at Robbie's
to have
house.
a frozen pizza.
You have to
I know
have
he's,
people,
he's
you have
at
to have
the
people,
sushi restaurant.
No, you have to have people
and
come over to help you.
Robbie just does it by
Well,
himself.
he
He's
does
out
it-
there
he
eating a
does it
frozen
by-
pizza alone.
He's out there. He does it by himself. He's done at 4:00, and then he and his girlfriend go and get sushi.
Oh, okay.
That's
That's a nice Saturday.
At his table.
at his table. Oh, thank you, Mr. Veerhout. This way, please.
Yeah, we'll get those people out of your table.
Yeah, they kick people out. And yeah. Anyway, so there are times it's okay to have frozen pizza. There's times when it's okay to have sushi as well.
Yes.
I'm just saying you shouldn't have frozen pizza all the time.
No.
And that Pizza Pizzazz thing is just ridiculous. Just put it in the oven and don't make it anything more than than it is. It's a frozen pizza.
Although, this is a garage thing. This doesn't belong in the kitchen.
You're going to put that in your garage?
Mine is a permanent place on the counter.
I remember when you had one in the garage.
I still have one in the garage.
You have two Pizza Pizzazzes.
I inherited another one from
I remember
somebody
we
else.
cooked jalapeno poppers in the shop one time.
That was Don's, and he never claimed it back, so I still have it.
He has 2 Pizza Pizzazz.
I have 2 Pizza Pizzazzes.
See, I told you it's a shop.
Really
it's a shop cooking
bummed
thing.
out. I am bummed out now.
Do you want to move on to something more exciting, like I don't know, the news or something?
We could do the news, Robbie.
Already?
Let's do the news.
We've been talking for a long time.
Not long
I don't
enough,
think
Robbie.
I don't think it's been a long time. I just think that
We have a lot of
you
news.
don't want to talk about food anymore. So
Nah,
we're
I'm
moving
ready
on.
to move on.
Okay, what do you got?
All right, so starting with news. Warren Buffett thinks self-driving cars could be detrimental to the insurance companies.
Oh no, shit! Really, you're telling me this now?
This is
When did
my-
we talk about this?
Oh, I don't know, like a year
Like
ago.
a year ago?
Yeah, exactly.
This is our shocked faces.
This is
He probably
this is-
listened. Warren
this
Buffett's
guy,
definitely a regular
this
listener.
guy owns Berkshire Hathaway, or he's shareholder, he's CEO or whatever he is.
He's got a lot of money.
He's probably the
all of
second
the
wealthiest man in the world right now. I think Berkshire Hathaway is basically an insurance holding company. They own Geico,
Yep.
and just now it's dawned on him to tell his investors at his annual meeting that he always does, this could be bad for insurance companies. No shit.
Yeah, if this works out even half as great as everyone thinks it will, accidents wouldn't happen.
Right, exactly.
So insurance-
and even if okay, so we say we can't absolutely eliminate 100% of accidents. There's a potential some weird shit could happen that's not programmed in the Matrix, and who knows. And so we have to have insurance, and it costs us like $1 a year because that freak accident only happens. Stop drinking that shit, Robbie. Seriously, you just saw him pick it up and make a face.
It's a challenge.
He
now.
made that whiskey face, but it wasn't like this is good. This is fucking terrible.
I have to finish it now.
I've
challenged myself.
Yeah, just shoot it.
I just went for it. Mine's
Shoot it.
empty.
I don't want to do that. But anyways, insurance.
So
companies.
anyway, let's say the risk is so small that all of us pay $1 into the insurance company. I mean, you don't need.
Yeah.
I mean, think about how many people are employed by insurance companies, and here in Des Moines,
Especially in
it's
Des Moines,
more. There's
Des
more
Moines
people.
and Omaha.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because that's where Warren Buffett lives.
yeah.
So-
At least he has one house there.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
among others. So yeah, no shit is my response to that. Cool story, bro.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
We've
It's
said-
gonna
yeah, we've said this
it's
for a
gonna
while.
ruin insurance companies. It's gonna ruin driving firms. It's gonna ruin this, that, and the other thing. And I guess it's good that Warren Buffett's finally said something about it because people go, oh yeah, because they'll do anything that
Yeah, he says.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Of all the industries we've talked about that, driverless cars could ruin, that's the one I'm not that concerned about.
No, it'd be great if we lived in a world where there wasn't accidents and death, or at least death on the highway.
The question is though, what do the people do?
Right.
That's the real problem. Like, who cares if insurance goes away? Okay, yeah, that's
Yeah, but the millions of people that
the
are,
millions of people that are employed by insurance companies. That's the thing that we should be more concerned about. And I don't know if we were talking about this the last time. It's if you look at technological change over time, you could argue, well, those people will find other things to do. Okay, fair enough. But look at the way technology's changed over time. There's been a longer time frame for people to assimilate into other work. Mm-hmm. This thing is going to happen in like that, on the scale of human history.
Yeah.
It's going to be a blip, and then all of a sudden, millions of people are unemployed. So
Yeah.
what's the answer?
Yes. So best case scenario, this takes off in the next 5 years, and you have self-driving cars being almost mainstream by 2025.
Yeah.
By 2026, insurance companies are going to see the hit immediately.
Actually, insurance is currently federally mandated. You're required by law to have insurance. If that doesn't change, regardless of our crash statistics, I still have to have insurance. If that doesn't change,
Right.
they're going to be doing even better than they are now.
Well,
Yeah, but
no.
your premiums will go down.
Your premiums are going to
Why would
fall
they
straight
wouldn't
down.
have to?
Yeah, I guess technically they wouldn't have to, but if
There's nothing that is stopping them from not lowering our premiums.
The free market is stopping companies from. It's illegal for all those companies to get together and say we're not going to lower our rates.
I suppose.
So somebody-
there's always going to be somebody who's going to come in and give you a lower
Like
rate.
the general. The
We
general's
can-
going to come in and say, I'll give you
that's-
$2 insurance.
10 insurance. It's $1 a month, and then we'll be rich.
Yep.
We can quit this podcast crap.
I'd
How
rather
dare
do the
you?
podcast
How dare
than
you speak of this
insurance
podcast like that? But I'm just the free market levels that shit out so that it kind of comes out in the wash. But stop it, Robbie.
It's gone. It's gone. It's gone.
Do you have any more?
Yeah, I do, but I'm not giving it to
He
you.
wants to finish that bottle.
I'm not giving it to you. I'm throwing it away.
Nothing, no wasted.
I think that's it about that.
Yeah, I don't really
it's
know
just,
anything else. It's just-
we need to.
It's just duh.
It'll be when it's a problem. It'll be oh shit, we should have done something about this 10 years ago and listen to 1010's podcast, and then we'll say yeah, we know.
No, they're going to all say, "Oh, we should have listened to Warren Buffett."
True, but we said it first.
We said it first.
We are the Simpsons. What's next?
You all right?
I'm fine.
You can
Totally
now.
fine.
Let's see.
Just don't ruin his.
No, I
you
like
had
it.
you had a roll going there.
You can
Don't
now.
interrupt Robbie when he's starting. I'm good. Yep, go ahead.
You can now buy Maseratis with unlimited mile warranties.
Fuck yeah, bro! I'll be
Ask
at the dealership, son. Give me one of those.
Asterisks, of course.
Of course,
Yeah.
there is.
So
Always.
what's the small print on this?
So you get the new one. You get a new one. It's got a 4-year warranty on it,
Yes.
and it's got 50,000 miles.
Yes.
So the used one that comes with the CPO warranty, which Maserati didn't have a CPO program until now, seems a little weird.
I don't. They're low volume enough that doesn't surprise me at all.
So now if somebody trades in a car or what comes off lease or whatever that still has factory warranty,
And less than like 60,000 miles, I think.
yeah, less than the 50,000.
Less than 62,000 miles. Oh wait, that's your extended warranty.
It's
Yeah.
it's got to be under the 50,000.
Okay.
So it's got to have the factory warranty left.
Yes.
Then they inspect it
Yes.
and do the whole CPO program deal. And then you get unlimited miles, Robbie.
For 2 years.
Yes. Well, they add 2 years to the warranty.
Yes.
Was the way I understood it.
For however many miles I put on it.
Right. So if you had a car that's 2 years old with 25,000 miles, they would extend the warranty 2 more years. So you would get 4 years of warranty with unlimited miles.
And then if you wanted the limited extended warranty on top of that,
Oh, goodness.
to go to the 7th year total,
Oh, jeez.
you'd still have to be under 80,000 miles going into your 7th year.
Oh, okay.
So,
they
then,
could
year
extend
7, you could jp it to however many miles you wanted.
I feel like this is going to make it real hard to sell new Maseratis because everyone's going to want to buy a used Maserati.
I think the hoops is going to take the jump through. It'll be fine.
The prices of used Maseratis, though, tank hard. You know what I mean?
They
It's a
do not hold their
bam, off
value.
of a cliff.
Right. But so, like, I can let somebody else take, A, the depreciation hit,
Yep.
B, eat up some of the miles of the warranty, and then C, get an unlimited number of miles after that.
Yep.
Why wouldn't I do that?
Because the dealer can control the price. So let's say a new one's 140, but this 2-year-old one is 100, and you're a millionaire. Do you care?
No.
You probably don't care.
I suppose.
And I don't know about the certified pre-owned, but I know if you want the extended warranty, you have to be not living in the United States or Canada.
Oh, the super extended one? The extender?
Just no,
as they call
any
it?
extended warranty past the 4 years for Maserati, not in the American market.
Is that true?
Yeah, it's on their website right here.
Oh, my goodness, Robbie.
Robbie's on Maserati.com.
Oh, my goodness.
He does this to us all the time.
Goodness,
Every-
Robbie,
every week,
dropping
guys.
bombs. So
I
none in
think-
the U.S.
I think the certified pre-owned program is still in the U.S.,
Oh, okay, just the extender.
but the extended warranty and the limited extended warranty are not
goodness.
available
Oh,
in the
goodness.
United
That's
States.
why they didn't talk about that in that article.
right.
Look at Robbie.
They only
doing-
talked about the certified
doing
pre-owned.
journalism. My goodness, Robbie.
We have an international listenership.
We do, yeah.
We need to
Well,
cover
that's
these
good for
things.
them.
Yeah,
They probably
our
didn't find
European
that.
listeners can get limited warranties.
I'm
For
sure we
up
have
to
lots
seven,
of
up to
European
7 years
listeners who buy
total.
Maseratis.
Perfect. Boom. Consumer advice on our culinary podcast. You can have sushi, and now you can buy a certified pre-owned Maserati.
That sounds like a nice Saturday.
This is the douchiest show anybody's ever done. What's the
That's
next?
not even close to true.
The douchiest show we've ever done.
What's the next news topic?
The teenage racer is determined to get behind the wheel again after losing his legs in a Formula 4 crash. This guy's awesome.
He's
I mean,
got a good
sucks.
attitude.
It sucks that his name is Billy Monger, and he had the horrible crash in Formula 4, and then ended up going into an induced coma, having I don't know how many surgeries or whatever.
I was like 3 weeks.
3
worth
weeks.
of
Yeah.
shit, wasn't it?
And then
It was
they
a
ended
bad
up
deal.
amputating both his legs, which is the worst nightmare ever for a race car driver.
Did you guys see the accident?
It's brutal.
It's gnarly.
So
Real bad.
He's going full speed, comes around to like a sweeping corner, and then there's a car stopped in the middle of the road, and the car in front of him kind of cuts around him.
Yeah.
He has no time to react.
Nowhere to go.
Straight into the car.
Man, that's
Crushes the nose up into him. Obviously destroyed both his legs. I'm sure like the pedals and stuff just ripped
Came
his legs
right out.
off.
Yep.
Or ripped apart.
Yeah.
get a lot of breakage.
But
You know, you
there's
can't put it back together.
yeah.
Sure, that's probably
It's really
what happened.
I've had a doctor tell me if I break my left arm again that there's no way they can fix it.
yeah, your left arm is
I can break my
Jacked
wrist
raw.
and my elbow, which apparently is much more likely to happen because now my bones connecting them don't have no give. But if I break a bone between my wrist and my elbow, they can't fix
It's a
it.
bad day. They got
there's a lot of plates in there.
I already have 2 6-inch plates in my left arm.
It'd be impressive if you broke it anyway.
Apparently, it's a lot easier to break your wrist or your elbow now because your bones have some natural give to them. And
Oh,
when
you
they
mean
put two
you
pieces?
specifically?
Me
personally.
specifically.
Yeah. Okay.
And when they put two solid pieces of steel inside of you, they don't give anymore. So your wrists and your elbow takes that much more level of impact, and you're significantly more likely to break them. I'm a little shocked I never have, frankly. But yeah,
I suppose that makes sense. Yeah.
yeah, I've been told by doctors
Don't fall
at a
into
certain
it.
level
Just stop.
of breakage. There's not a damn thing we can do about it,
Oofta.
and I'm sure that he eclipsed that mark.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
the community rose up around him.
All of the racing community and internationally.
professional,
Very cool.
professional racers. They
yeah.
wrote him a letter. They supported the crowdfunding campaign.
Yep, Lewis Hamilton guys and Nicky Lauda wrote him letters personally, and his crowdfunding campaign has raised over $1 million already.
And it sounds like he was released recently.
Yep.
And he turned 18 while he was in a coma, I think, technically.
Yes.
So the first thing he did is had a beer.
Of course, he went to
Which,
the pub,
yeah, good for him.
had a pint, then he went home.
Good on you, mate.
Because
yeah.
I mean, if you have to cut off both my legs, I will be off the wagon. I will.
Oh, I'd be way more off the wagon than this kid is.
I would have to go and have a pint.
He's like he's
I,
ready.
think,
To
I
get-
feel like I've earned that. If I lost both my legs, I deserve 1 beer and 1 cigarette
At least.
at least.
Well, yeah, I would say me personally, if this happened to me, there'd be no way I would be as cool as this kid.
No,
is.
he's like
I'd be fucking.
He's very upbeat about the whole
his
situation.
response was, "Well, we're going to figure this out, and I'm going to be back in a car."
What did he say?
Watch
He was
me.
trying to figure out hand clutch.
hand clutch.
Yeah.
But there's lots of precedents for this.
I mean, he's got to have. There's prosthetics that got to work for this. I mean, if he's got $1 million, he
Well, we've
should be
seen,
back up and running.
We've seen
Chair Slayer.
Chair Slayer.
Chair Slayer, the
Rob
drifter.
Parsons, I believe is his last name.
Yep, I think that's right.
There was the last year when we did our Le Mans coverage, we talked about a guy who was a quadriplegic or some crazy thing
Yeah.
that
Yep.
raced in it.
Yep, they did talk
I mean,
about
there's plenty of precedence that has been set that shows that he is capable of doing this again. The drifters that they had in the Grand Tour when Richard Hammond learned how to
Wait,
drift.
that guy didn't have arms.
One of them didn't, and the other one had some other.
That would be way harder. I'd be way more
He
bummed
was.
out.
Did you see that he was up there with his?
I know he had
I
his
remember
foot
seeing
way up
that.
there.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That dude's.
I could never touch that steering wheel.
Hey, we're back to the foot. We're back to his foot fetish again.
Anti
Whatever.
It's the last time we do a show without a plan. The next show notes will say no talk of feet at the top of them.
I'm strangely okay with that.
No, but this Billy kid, the technology that's out there with the support he's gotten, he will be back in a car. He'll be racing in Formula 4 with a special car that will allow him to drive with his hands. He'll be racing, and
Yeah.
he's going to have the support like crazy.
He'll be definitely fine.
And then-
if he-
30 years from now, they're going to make an awesome movie about it, and it's going to be fucking sweet.
it's gonna be like
Disney-made
It's going to be like Rush.
movie.
Rush.
It's going to
Thank
be
you.
just like Rush.
Yep, it'll be like Rush.
I mean, it'll be obviously more dramatic because, I mean, the crash is very horrible. But,
Well,
but
that
it's
Nicky
not-
Lauda crash was bad too. I mean,
Yeah,
shit.
that wasn't pretty.
No.
Catching on fire is not a good day.
No.
Was Ross Bentley on fire at one point?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's doing indie racing.
He had-
Remember?
that was why
Oh,
he didn't
he-
make it to the Indy
Oh, that's
500.
right. That's right.
He was in qualifying and his car started on fire.
And second.
But the fire for the fuel that he had that was so hot that it burns like invisibly.
Yeah.
That would be awful.
No.
Yeah.
That's a pass for me.
Yeah.
That would. Yeah.
scary stuff.
It's like Ricky Bobby, but real, you know, in all seriousness.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
What's next?
A Florida man's 180 mile per hour Hellcat test drive turned out to be a lie.
It's fake news,
Fake
Robbie.
news.
So
What's
sick.
the other,
Hashtag.
it's fake news, and what's the other one? Alternative facts.
Alternative facts.
It's alternative facts, Robbie.
So the story came out of Florida of all places.
That's why it was believable.
well,
Because
and
it came
I,
out
If it's
of
going to
Florida.
happen, it's going to
the
happen.
problem
in Florida.
is, I think
Texas.
I think this was the drive's fault. I think they took some of the blame for it. Anyway.
they did their article.
That was kind of how I read
They
their
didn't
rebuttal.
quite say that we are at fault, but they were kind of like,
We grabbed this fake news and ran with it.
yeah.
Sorry.
So anyway, it doesn't really matter. There was a news story that said that a salesman had been caught doing 180 in a Hellcat, showing off to a potential customer,
yeah.
and that was basically
Well,
it.
I'd say the story was he got away, but then they obviously recognized the plates and then went and got him. But the guy bought the car anyways.
But it turns out that this salesman actually exists, and he's the one who wrote the story originally.
Their internet sales manager apparently does not have enough to do because he wrote the story, posted it on a sketchy website,
And people took it and ran.
and the drive took it and ran with it.
Man,
So, do you think he'll keep his job?
Oh, I think that guy's I think that guy's getting high fives around the office.
he's getting a raise.
Yeah,
and
that
a
dude's
bonus.
getting a fucking raise for sure. How many
think so?
times has somebody
His
said,
that website's been hit so many times
Wait,
this
I'm gonna
week.
I'm gonna
Probably.
prove my point here, right here. How many times have people said Thunder Dodge in Bartlow, Florida?
Thunder Dodge is the greatest Dodge
Thunder
dealership
Dodge.
name ever.
So awful.
So he did his job.
Dodge.
His
did.
job is to promote the business online, and he did it.
I suppose
Because at the end of the day,
that's
people
a
are-
fat Christmas bonus.
This isn't terrible publicity. It's not good, but it's not bad.
It could have been worse.
This isn't like the company that bought the Toyota Supra and then
Gave it to the guys.
gave it to the marketing
raffled
manager.
it.
Yeah, they raffled it to the marketing manager's wife.
Oh,
So
yeah,
it didn't
I
even
remember
leave
that.
the company.
dealership. Yeah,
That's bad publicity. This, however, you're like, oh, well,
it's kind of
let's-
funny.
Let's
and,
check out this Dodge website.
and then a reputable news source takes the hit for it being fake.
Yes. I think for them, it's a small price to pay for.
I really don't. The
positive.
only negative I can think about it is the secretary's probably taking a lot more phone calls than she was before.
Yeah, too many reporters calling in.
Yeah, but
So,
I bet
is that true?
I bet their website traffic's up.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, so he did his job.
I bet they sold a couple cars.
They only have 167 people that follow them on Facebook, and they have a 4.3 out of 5 rating.
I think that's good for a dealership, though.
That is pretty good. 4.3.
I don't know.
So
the first
what-
one is a 2-star.
My thing is, can we, speaking of fake news,
Go on.
your political affiliation aside, can we stop going to websites called like GMMoparauthority.com net and pulling up, look at this rendering of the 2018 Chevelle? Like, can we stop doing that?
Let's not do that.
Seriously,
Please.
can we stop doing that? Why does this keep
What
showing
I,
up on my
what
Facebook
I think is
feed?
funny is the ones that show up for companies that don't even like the new Olds 442,
Packard. The what?
new Firebird or Pontiac Firebird. Like, no,
you see this on
they're
your-
not bringing those back.
Yes,
Robbie with Nissans? Do you
It's
see
the new
this on your feed?
Sylvia, the S16.
Why?
Oh,
why
I'm
are
sure
you-
that's
I have
all the
seen.
time.
I've seen a new rendering of a Sylvia for the last 6 years.
who's falling for this shit? And why does it keep getting shared on
Everybody.
Old
Facebook?
people.
No.
Well, old people for sure with the GM
Everybody.
stuff.
Every single person on like the 240SX groups I follow, all the like the Nismo stuff I follow. Every year there's a poster, like a picture of a rendering that's like, this is the new S16, and everyone, half of them groan and go, no, this is fake. Like every year.
Well,
We-
all of the
still
GM
fall
ones
for it.
are based off the Camaro. So the middle part of the car looks exactly like a Camaro. It's like, how
That's
are you?
the worst part of a
and
Camaro.
Then, but then,
He's
but then-
right. I mean-
well, no, because if you see the rendering, the front of
even-
it looks like dog shit.
even
And
worse.
It's just like, why? And the dude's probably like, look at this. I'm going to put my money down. I'm like, you need to be separated from your money because you're an idiot.
Wow.
I read this article and then I was on my Facebook feed and I saw somebody post the 2018 Chevelle and I was like,
I can't do it.
I'm
I can't
I'm
do
done
it.
with this. I just fuck this. And those websites have way more traffic than ours does. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, tons more.
Yeah. And so they're doing Google ads and they're actually making money off of making BS fake renderings of cars. It's bullshit, Robbie.
It's our fault for doing it the right way.
for trying to do. Yeah, right, exactly. Look at the thanks that we get for doing hashtag real journalism. We're so much smaller than the Drive.
He
And
just
Jalopnik.
did this.
I know he did.
just did the
Hashtag.
yes.
Attaboy.
Because he keeps doing it now. It's ingrained in my head.
The striking
Hate
your
you
fingers
guys.
together.
I hate you
Hashtag.
guys for it.
You brought it back, not us.
He said he
I just
said
did it, like,
he
not
just
even
did it.
10
That's where I
minutes
picked it
you
up.
did it.
I picked it up and ran with it. Damn it. Anyway, let's move on.
And then we'll finish
Speaking
this up.
of GM and
Yeah.
bad decisions,
Chevy's annoying and terrible real people ads are quite successful and will continue. How do you feel about this?
no. Actually, you know what? If they keep doing it, that dude can keep making
I was
parodies.
just going to
parodies.
say, that guy on YouTube's going to keep
That
making
dude-
new ones, and I'm fine with that.
That dude had a fucking party when that news. He's like, hell yes.
More videos.
Describe this car in emoji. It's a poop emoji. Get
Because
it?
it's shit.
I
What
want
is this, a Ford Focus?
No, it's a BMW or a Tesla. Clearly.
I think this. No, it's a Chevy Malibu.
Duh.
Oh, I love it. They're so funny.
Yeah. When he comes in there, he's like, I want you to describe this car with an emoji. And everybody's like, oh. And he's like, no.
I want to know who thinks that those are real people.
It says real people, Robbie.
Yeah, it says real, not actors.
We
No,
should know.
Robbie.
We should know by now.
No, Robbie. I think the problem is that they are real people.
Yeah, they're not actors. They're not technically paid
No,
actors
no.
until the day
No,
after.
I
Robbie,
think that they
I think-
legitimately don't realize that's a Chevy Malibu.
Robbie, I think
They're that.
I think this is the problem with society in general is that these are real people.
I will not believe that that's real people ever.
I bet what happens is they walk down the street, they do like a marketing thing where they bring some people, hey, you want to make $50? And they bring them in and they say, what is this? And they're like, oh, that's got to be a Tesla. You're going to go back to this room, sir. You're going to head this way right here. Grab a
they're
beverage.
clear-
A beverage.
they're
as your
clearly
way back.
screened.
Right,
I
exactly.
could grab 5 people from my office and put that Chevy Malibu in front of them, and they wouldn't know what it was.
I suppose. I suppose I'm too like.
I work in the company I work for has 50-some employees. I know I could grab at least 5 people who would not be able to identify that as a GM product.
I suppose if they pick the people that have no clue.
I think people are just dumb, Robbie.
They didn't.
I'm giving
They
people
didn't grab
credit.
you and me off the street.
I suppose.
They totally did. Like, they brought them in there. What is this to you? Oh, it looks like maybe a Tesla. You go this way. Oh, that's clearly a Chevy
Chevy
Malibu.
Malibu.
Sir, I'm gonna have
There's
to ask
the
you to
exit.
get the
See
fuck
that?
out.
See that
Get
red
out.
sign that says exit? You go that
You
way.
need to get your ass through that door.
We don't
Thank
need you. We'll call you if we need you.
Yo.
You don't have my number. I know. Go leave, please. Thank you.
Yeah, that's probably true.
That's exactly what happened. But there's enough people in this world that can work. And then apparently it works as an advertising tactic as well.
But I think this is the problem with advertising in general is you just look at, oh, this is effective because people know about it. Meanwhile, people are making fun of you because you look like a moron.
They know
yeah,
about it
all they
because
care
some
about
guy
is
on
clicks.
YouTube's getting 300,000 views of his making fun of your poop emoji.
But I think that's the problem with
It's
modern
traffic. It's got enough traffic.
Yeah.
Even if it's terrible, people are like, yeah, we'll watch that shit again.
Well, no,
I've
I
watched
think
them all twice.
Yeah.
I think it is effective in the sense that people now know that that's a Chevy Malibu. My point is, I'm saying it's ineffective because people are now making fun of you.
It's
for trying to-
counterproductive.
right, to try to
But
pass.
I'll bet you sales are up at the same time.
Because the people that aren't going to watch the parody are the people that are going to buy the car.
The people who are not you and
it's
me,
true.
the people who went stage right and not stage left like we did, there's enough of them that they're still buying that car.
Because we wouldn't buy the car. We know what it is. We don't
true.
want it.
I don't
what
know
you're
if I
saying-
would
what
or
you're-
would not buy the car, but that commercial is not what would sway me
No.
left or right.
What you're saying is that the population of idiots is large, and they're everywhere.
I'm not
and
saying
they're out
anything.
buying.
Yes.
They're out
You-
buying Chevy
Yes.
Malibus. Is what you're saying.
I was trying to be nice about it,
No.
but Robbie's just like, no, fuck everybody. They're a bunch of morons.
Yes. The general public, as a group, gets stupider the bigger it gets.
Oh, that's for sure true. The bigger the group, the stupider the group becomes.
Groupthink.
Yes, the strongest idiot pulls the rest down.
You're only as strong as
what's
your
the deal with
stupidest
the
person.
doors? Why are there so many doors?
Why
in
do you
the
have so
car?
many doors?
Because it has to be a revealing.
Did you guys just build a warehouse full of doors?
Showmanship.
Are these all the cars you didn't sell the last 4 years? Why are there so many doors?
That's the best line.
There's like
Are you
doors.
just showing me all the cars you haven't sold in the last 4
There's
years?
like
Oh,
doors
God.
open, and then there's
I
the one
know.
where the trucks come up, and there's a door that opens from the floor, and they
Yes.
come up, and then there's the one where there's a door that splits the car in half.
Yeah, and
Why are
then
there so
the
many
back half
doors?
is outside.
Right. Why are there so many doors? He has a valid point in his parody video. Why are there so many doors?
My biggest hang up is that they keep flaunting all these awards. And it's all like, the GM Magazine Car of the Year.
No, he goes,
The GMauthority.net.
oh, he said JD Power and Associates initial quality. So does that mean it's good when I buy it, but it's instantly a piece of shit?
Yes. That's exactly what that award means. It's great this year.
I just Googled it. He says that. I just Googled it. It means like.
Who's JD Power?
Oh my gosh.
I want to go back and watch them.
I know it's funny.
They're
it's
great.
good stuff. But yeah, laughing at a company's not. It's not good marketing. I'm sorry. It's just not. If half the people are laughing at you, it's not good long-term marketing, in my opinion. And not laughing with you, but laughing at you.
Right.
I'm gonna call Dan the man, and he and I we'll talk.
Yeah, but he
Dan
dresses
the man.
C28. I think
he probably
knows
had nothing
better.
to do with that.
Yeah,
he's like, you
"This
guys,
is fucking-
I'm out of here on this
Don't
shit.
even put my name on
He's like,
this.
give me my pension, and I'm getting the fuck out of here. Thanks.
I'm going to work for Ford.
I think that's it, Robbie, isn't it?
That's all I got for this crazy
Boom.
rogue show.
It's rogue. Going rogue.
Going rogue.
Let's wrap it up and catch you guys next week. Peace out.
Bye.